I made this mesh multicolored scarf, and it was kind of easy to make, so I'm going to show you how I did it. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel. Here is a step-by-step tutorial on how I made this multicolored scarf using all of my yarn that I've had for the longest time. I've had this yarn at home for the longest time and I didn't know what to do with it. So it all started recently when I bought some yarn. Initially, when I first started my crochet journey, I bought some yarn and I didn't know the difference between acrylic yarn and baby wool. So I just bought baby wool, and then there was this time that I ordered some yarns from Temu and they delivered very low quality yarns for me. So I made a tablecloth out of it, and it was still not going as fast as I wanted to go. So I decided that okay, let me just make something out of it. So for this project, I'm using a 4.5 hook, and I wanted to make a scarf. So initially I wanted to start by using this red, but then I felt okay, let me use the black first, then start adding the colors at the end of the project. I was doubling the yarn, as you can see. I doubled them because I felt it would be faster to go that way. I didn't really mind the length, I just wanted to finish this yarn as soon as possible. So I decided to sort. I'm sorting the yarn. I'm sorting them, and since this blue only has just that, I'm going to be combining it. I'm going to combine it with another color so that it will just form something really nice to look at. To make this scarf is not so hard really. It's just like mesh design. This project is a combination of double crochet stitches. Start by making a few stitches. For this scarf, I initially started by making like up to, I didn't count the stitches really, but I made like 48 inches length. This is one of my kittens trying to help me with the crochet process. She's such a disturbance. Don't mind them. So moving on, this is just like a tutorial of how I built up the actual stitches for the scarf. This is just like a smaller version of it because by the time my phone came back on, I had already worked, like I had almost finished with the scarf. So for this scarf, actually, you need to do your stitches, in twos. So when you have your desired length, crochet 2 extra stitches and then go into the third stitch and do a double crochet, then chain 2, and then on the stitch you skip 2 stitches, another double crochet into the third. So that's how it's going to be. Continue, you skip 2 stitches, then go with a double crochet into the third. That is creating our first mesh stitch. Same thing till you get to the end of the row. When you're done with the first row, you're going to chain 3 and then turn your work, then another double crochet into the space of the first mesh, double crochet, chain 2, another double crochet into that space, double crochet, chain 2, and then another double crochet, and that's just how you're going to keep going. By chain 2, and then when you're trying to move up the ladder from the when you're done with a row, you chain 3, turn your work, then go from there. I'm going to just do about 3 to 4 rows so that you can understand. This is my actual scarf. I have about 10 rows already, and I just continued with the same pattern that I've already started. You can see how inconsistent this yarn is. It was so annoying. It was so annoying having this yarn. I just felt like this yarn has to go. It really has to go. I'm tired of just seeing this yarn. One of the disadvantages of this yarn is that it can't be blocked. Like, it's just like rubber. It's just there and it can't actually hold shape. So this is the finished scarf after adding all of the colors. I want to be using it as a scarf over my head, and you can decide to use it over your shoulder or anyhow you like. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.